Jan here in the Northview model shop. Alright guys, we've been working a little bit here on the AMT white Freightliner dual drive cab over kit. She's been some challenges. As you guys know, the backstory here, a friend of mine was cleaning out his late father's belongings and found this kit. So he called up the Northview model shop and we came down and picked her up. We're building her up now. Just we're in between a bunch of other jobs waiting on some parts, so we figured we'd take this on. Been a bit of a challenge. Obviously, the box had been opened and slightly started. There are some broken pieces and some missing components. So our good friend Sean and PEI hooked us up with one of the cross members and the driver's side spring pack and shackles and holders. Besides that, we haven't really seen anything else missing. Oh, the axles are missing. So last night, to get this thing as a roller, to do a video today, we made some axles last night. Pretty decent. It's traditional AMT truck kit, right? A pile of detail. Instructions are horrible. They're hard to kind of follow. At least I find them hard to follow. Some trial and error. Flash, fit, pretty crappy. So it'll work. It's a model kit that you need to work at and model at. So I'm not going to complain about that. I think it's going to build up and look pretty sweet when we're done. We got a little surprise to go with this at the end. But a good friend of mine into work, he's building something similar, and he needed the exhaust manifold from this kit to be accurate to what he's building. So he hooked us up with what would be more accurate to this kit, and that is a turbo. And he sent us a little dime bag. And if you don't know what a dime bag is, you're probably too young to be watching. Anyway, a little dime bag full of parts here. He's got the correct intake, crossover pipe, and another piece of the turbo. And then he's got a little fart can for something a little special that we'll build later on this year. So, we're going to make this a turbo engine. I'm not too familiar with this stuff, so I need to look up. And apparently you look up a Cummins 350, 370, and that'll get you where you got to go. So we're going to play with that here today. See if we can't get that lined up. I'd like to try to get this in a primer today, guys, and maybe we'll shoot another video here this weekend or later on about where we're standing. But here we go, the AMT White's Freightliner. Would have liked to do an unboxing and kind of build a playlist around this whole deal, but like I said, guys, the box is pretty messed up, so we struggled there with that. Before we take off here, don't know if you guys are familiar. These cabs are three-piece. It's actually split here as a back half. And then the back section. The back glued in really nice. The cab or the sleeper to the front cab, not so great. As you see, horrible mold lines or part joining lines. And this piece here was warped, wicked bad. So we're gonna have our time. We're gonna have some problems on our hands trying to get this cleaned up. And it's the rivets here too. And my friend pointed out to me, you know, he goes, I'm a rivet counter, and I'm going to be counting those rivets at the model show when I see this. So, I need to be able to get these rivets back in. What I'm thinking is, I honestly don't know. I'm thinking really small bulk styrene, dropping pieces in there, cutting them off to make new rivets. And you guys out there that know how to make rivets, let me know. Tell me what you guys do to kind of fix up these problems when you have to do a lot of body work and you destroy all the detail. What do you guys do to fit the rivets back in? Anyway, guys, that's where she is now. One other thing is we're going to do a little something different on this one. My boy is really adamant that when this is all done, he wants to play with it. We've got a little treat for him to make this interesting. So what we're going to do is what we usually never do, as you know, we follow the Dr. Crowing mentality, is you glue them so they're solid. We actually want to leave it so the wheels still function. Now this is all two-sided taped together, so the front axle is kind of poor, but we want to make sure that the rear wheels are going to roll, so that's going to be a bit tricky to make sure everything stays square yet still rolls. The front's going to be an issue. So far in the fitting, I've already noticed the frame, I've had to really torque it to try to get so at least that wheel touches the ground and is not half an inch off the deck, so be a little work there. Worst case scenario, we'll have to put some weight in the motor to kind of keep everything flat. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned in here. We will have some more of this build as the days progress. All right, adios.